Watch me like record this. Is this thing recording? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Right. So I'm supposed to apparently say how I'm feeling. Not good. Not good. We're not feeling good. We're not feeling good. We're feeling bad. You know, I use this channel to like document how I'm like, what I was doing during that time period, right? And I just want to tell you how I'm feeling now. And it's not good. It's a lot of frustration. Like so much frustration that everything I'm doing or like trying to improve in my life is not yielding me any tangible results. Like nothing. Like career-wise, Etsy, skin, body, relationship, like everything I'm doing, I'm trying like my hardest on, and just I'm receiving like I'm getting no results, and it's a very frustrating feeling. It's like it's maddening. It's like I wake up every day and like I get like a sense of like so much anger and rage like built up to me that like I'm still in the same fucking spot. And what I was explaining to myself previously was the fact that this is worse than my lowest point, which I would assume is going to be like Chick-fil-A 2020 Benjamin, which was like, I mean, just pathetic. It's really sadly pathetic. But like, I feel worse now than I did then. I guess because I wasn't trying then, and I wasn't trying to like improve myself then. And I was like, well, like, I'm at rock bottom, you know, and I'm not even trying, so there's nothing, you know, there's no reason for me to get angry because I'm not even trying. You know, I'm just here. I was so content, actually. I really was. Like, I'm more miserable than I am now than I was then. Hands down. Hands down. I'm more miserable now than I was back then. In 2020, when I was working at Chick-fil-A, skinny as shit, self-confidence low, skin looking like shit, had no job, didn't graduate college, had no internship, had none of my certificate, like had nothing. But I was still more content because I think I just wasn't trying. And I was like, whatever. Like, I'm not even trying. Whatever. But like, I'm trying now. I have been trying for a year, 2 years now, and it is exhausting. It's exhausting. Not, you know, hard work pays off. It's like, will it? Like, it might. It might. Like, is it now? No. For me now, it has not paid off at all for me now. So, it's just, yeah, it's just beyond frustrating. And then the cherry on top is like dad being unemployed, working at a minimum wage job, and my mom being sick as shit. So it's like, it's just brutal, dude. It's fucking brutal. And there's like no stability at all, like in my job or like anything. I'm also like running a huge risk of like parting my focus from like my main time job to like studying and stuff, and that's just a risk I'm taking. A lot of fun. And my inkling, which is kind of sick, but it's like, I have an inkling that this is gonna be true, is that like, I feel like when I'm older, all the results will come in, like just fucking flooding. Like I can't stop the results from coming in. It's like I'll just be flying at that point. Like there won't even be like any struggle. Like obviously there'll be struggle, it's life, but I'll just be fucking flying in success. Like I feel like it'll just all hit me at once. And I just feel like that's so life. Like I really genuinely feel that's gonna happen, which is great. I just feel like it's all gonna hit at once, and it's all gonna just come flooding in. Like everything I've ever wanted is just gonna flow, you know? Yeah, that's just how I'm feeling. I mean, it's not good. And what sucks even harder too, is like, I'll low-key stay like this probably for this year. Like, I'll probably have to really grind out this year. This year will probably be the hardest this year will be probably the hardest year for me, and I think that's a good thing to recognize, because I do think it'll get better next year, because I'll have all of my certifications, and most of them. I'll just have one more to get, and then I'll just have I'll be doing a lot of like real Six Sigma projects on the side, like freelancing, and that will at least bring me in some money, like at least yield me some money, and I'll learn how to do the tools, and I'll build my portfolio, and I'll learn how to do Six Sigma tools, and I'll learn how to do the website, the like tools on the website, and I'll like have a good resume to apply to businesses, and then I'll also have enough to apply for my Six Sigma black belt, master black belt. Then I'll get that. So I do think I am in the rough now. Like, I think I'm in the fucking trenches now, which is great. Like, it hasn't been like that bad, but it's been shitty. I don't know. I'm like now like seeing my like I guess anytime I get frustrated, I need to remind myself where I stand in the timeline. Like, where you're at in the timeline, and the timeline I'm at right now is like the eat shit and die period, which is like a lot of fun. Like to get wrecked and die. I also probably sound so fucking manic to my parents. That's another thing too. I don't really care. Is this thing still recording? Yeah. I don't really care what people think about me for the most part. I mean, my parents is kind of rough because it's like your parents. But where was it going? Oh yeah, they probably think I'm fucking insane. It's like he's working so hard and he's like still struggling. There's like the social aspect of it too, which I don't care that much about, but it's like just the extra like, oh, that's so great. So great. That's so good, dude. Yeah. So yeah, it's brutal. Brutal. But I wouldn't also ever go back and say I wouldn't have done what I've done. Like, I would never be like, no, I would never. So yeah. Probably look fucking manic right now and crazy, but I promise you, like, I will make it. And I think I just need to keep reminding myself that, like, this year will be your eat shit and die period if everything works out flawlessly, which there's a few kinks that I still need to work out. Like, I still have to apply to a Six Sigma project to apply to my black belt after I get my green belt, so that's gonna be a little icky and iffy, and I don't really know how that's gonna work out. But if everything goes as planned, and I do everything thoroughly, and I complete everything as planned, then this year should be my, like, eat shit and die year. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. I'm glad I'm doing it too, and I'm older. I mean, younger. I'm a young cat, so it's like, okay, if there's any time to eat shit and die, it's gonna be now. It's gonna be now when I am resilient. Although I will always be resilient. Yeah, so don't know if that made literally any sense, but that's how I'm feeling. I'm also like super blessed about like my life. It's weird. I was on the lake and I was like with my friends, like my best friends, and there was just a wave of gratitude of like, whoa, how far I've come in 5 years. I mean, I'm still not near where I want to be. In the long term, absolutely not. Even in like step 1, I'm still like 50%, but like where I was 5 years ago, I am in a totally better place. I think that gratitude too is going to be important, is like having that gratitude and also knowing the timeline. Those are the two things that should help me out of the not so fun part. I was just really blessed, but then I was also like, really grateful to have all of my friends and like be where I was when I was. Like, I really sat in that moment, and I was really grateful of that moment. I really was. I sat and I stopped, and I was like, this is a really good moment right here. But it's also hard when you have goals as big as mine. It's like, okay, Benjamin, yeah, you can be grateful for what you've done, but like, you're light years away. You were light years away. But like I said, it'll all come at like once. Like, it really will, which kind of sucks. But it'll all come at once. Yeah. So, anywho, thanks for listening to me ramble.